你好 Hello in Mandarin Chinese. Welcome to Chinese Home Cooking Weeknight Show. To celebrate the Chinese New Year, the Year of Snake, which starts on February 10th, we are going to have a series of 5 Chinese New Year special shows. Our demonstration today is potstickers, which are pan-fried dumplings that are on the menu in every Chinese restaurant here in the U.S. Chinese New Year is the most important of the traditional Chinese holidays, which is equivalent to Christmas here in the U.S. Chinese New Year falls on different dates each year, a date between January 21st and February 20th. The Chinese New Year celebration is often associated with elaborate dinners, dumpling making, reunion gatherings, fireworks, and dragon dance parade. Outside of China, Chinese New Year celebration takes place in several countries. In the Philippines, Chinese New Year is a special non-working holiday for the country. In Indonesia, Chinese New Year is a national day. The biggest celebrations in the Southeast Asia take place in Malaysia and Singapore. In other parts of the world, cities with significant Chinese population celebrate Chinese New Year. London, San Francisco, and Sydney, Australia claim to host the largest Chinese New Year celebration outside of Asia. Many also celebrate Chinese New Year in Chinatown, in Calcutta, India. Now, before we start, let's take a look at what we need for the dish.
Here's the list of ingredients.
Before we start cooking, let's work on the preparation of ingredients. Here we have 12 ounces dumpling wraps. There are about 45 pieces in it. We probably will use around 30 to 40 pieces today, depending how much fillings we put in each wrap. You shouldn't have any problems finding them in your regular grocery stores. We are going to marinate eggs with half teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of Chinese cooking wine. You can use dry sherry as substitute. Mix well and set aside to be used later. We are going to marinate the ground pork with half teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of Chinese cooking wine. You can use dry sherry as substitute. Mix well and set aside to be used later. We're going to mince the garlic. First, to cut out both ends, and then apply pressure. As you can see, the skin came off quite easily. Here is our dipping sauce with freshly minced garlic, 3 tablespoons Chinese dark vinegar. You can use balsamic vinegar as the substitute, 1 tablespoon soy sauce, and 1 teaspoon sesame oil. Mix well, and we're going to set it aside to be used later. We're going to finely chop the chive. If you couldn't find chive, you could use onion as substitute. We're going to add the eggs we marinated earlier into the chive. Also, we're going to add the marinated ground pork and then mix well. The fillings have been mixed well and are ready to use now. We are ready to make our dumplings now. First, put the finger into water and wet the edges of the wrap about 1/4 inch. Then put the filling into the center. You shouldn't put too much, otherwise you have a difficult time to seal it. You shouldn't exceed 1/3 of the diameter, and then pick up both edges, the opposite side in the center, to meet, make a kiss, and then start making pleats. Up, down, up, down. And then we're going to make the other side. Up, down, up, down. And double and forced the edges, make sure they are securely sealed. There we just made the dumpling. We have finished the preparation and we are ready to cook now. I am turning on my electric wok to medium heat, 300 degrees. We're adding the cooking oil into the wok to heat it for about a minute. It's been about a minute. Our oil is hot. We're going to add 1 batch of dumplings. It depends on how big your pan is. Just make sure it's loosely fit. I'm putting in 6 for the batch. We're going to cook the dumplings for about 3 minutes until the bottom is golden brown. It's been about 3 minutes. The bottom is golden brown. Then we're going to add water in and put a lid on to let it cook and steam for 3 minutes. It's in about 3 minutes. We just remove the lid to let it cook for about 2 minutes. Now we're going to move the dumplings around a little, make sure they don't stick to the bottom of the wok. It's been about 2 minutes since we removed the lid, and these are bottom nice and golden brown and crisp, and the top is soft. and all the water we put in has been evaporated. That means it is done.
Let's have a quick review of what we've done. Here is the summary of time and cost.
I hope you will enjoy this dish. If you do, you may be interested in checking out the other 4 Chinese New Year special shows, which are vegetarian steamed dumplings, boiled dumplings, sticky rice cake, last but not the least, wonton soup. I wish you and your family the best in the year of snake. 再见. See you again in Mandarin Chinese.